Hey guys, I'm going to do an update of my porch garden in pots. So, you can see this mucho nacho. Sorry I made a video. Right before I left I tried uploading a video, and then after I left I looked on my channel and it didn't upload, which is kind of weird, but this is my mucho nacho. I left it alone. It was probably, each branch was probably only about to here. And then they got that much bigger. They got huge. It branched off a lot. And this one is doing really good. So, one tip for growing your peppers, because I noticed this has got peppers all over it. Pepper that I have in the garden, this one didn't have any peppers or flowers in it or anything when I left it. So you can see it's got all these. It's got this big, huge one over here. These guys are hotter than expected too. Once you let them start turning black. Took a bite out of one. I was getting towards the top of it, and they get real hot. But all my pots were filled with weeds. As you can see, there's weeds all over in here. There's some grass and stuff over here. These are leaves from when I pulled a few leaves off. But so as you can see, it's starting to bark up nicely. You can see that. Yeah, I don't know, this thing doesn't focus. But one tip would be to take your pepper and pull off all the flowers for about the first 2 months after your growing season starts. So after the last frost, pull them off for about the first month or two. I'd probably say month and a half, 2 months, and they will get even more production because they'll set out more vegetation. My one in the garden, it's got 4 or 5 huge peppers on it, about this size and bigger, and they're more mature, but the plant is tiny. It hasn't grown at all since I left. The peppers barely got any bigger. It's looking horrible, but I don't know why that's doing that. But then we have some celery that we regrew. I went in here and as you can see down at the bottom there's another shoot. Well, here's another shoot. I'll pull that off. As you can see, there's all that space right there, that white. It's because I pulled off a bunch of these stems because I'm trying to make it get energy towards the center stem, start making bigger middle stems because they're starting to get bigger towards the middle. But the other ones are probably about this big around. They're all tiny things. These taste good though. I was eating on them. Right here's a banana. Oh wait, here's a bell pepper that I never planted into the garden. Orange bell. Here we got some onion starts. I just wanted to see what they do in there. Just use it for greens. It's my chandler blueberry. Setting off new growth. Looking pretty good. My Thai hot died, and I'm kind of happy for that because it didn't spread any aphids. It had aphids on it, and as you can see, I kind of just like crunched it up. But there's the stalk where it was in the ground. But I kind of just crunched it up because it had aphids. Well, I just crunched it up now, but I'm kind of glad that it died because it had aphids. I didn't want to spread anything else, and I was looking around. I didn't see any aphids on anything. But Mom's got flowers up here. She got more flowers right here and right here. Then right here I have Swiss chard, which I already took off some leaves. I ate one of them, fed 2 or 3 of them to the cows because the cows like them a lot. Here I have, what is this, 4 banana peppers, which I just came in and I pruned off the bottom leaves today. Because I just got home yesterday. I flew in. You can see, flew in on Delta. But got banana peppers. I got 4 of them in here. They got nice vegetative growth, and they're starting to send out. See, this one's already got a pepper on it. Flower already fell off, but it's got flowers everywhere. Not all of them are opening, but they got flower buds all over. Oh, and right here, this is what me and my mom have been calling my fairy corn. If you can see it, this is only 8 or 9 inches tall. Well, it's got to be taller than that, probably. If you're not counting the tassel, it's probably only a foot tall. Because this is where the tassel starts, right here. So, I'd say that's, well, let's go. Yeah, probably only about a foot tall, but it's got 3 ears of corn on here. This is heirloom popcorn. So here's a leaf, and then here's a cob, another cob, and then a 3rd cob. This one doesn't look too good. I might just pull that one off to give energy to the plant. But I'm hoping that I can save seeds from this, because that would be pretty awesome if I could have a strain of heirloom midget popcorn, my fairy corn. Grow that in like a little fairy garden or something. That'd be pretty cool. And you can see it's got its tassel that's sending off pollen. You can see these brown ones. The brown ones are supposed to indicate that it's been pollinated. I don't know if that's true or not, or if these are just getting old, but I don't know. Here, yeah, my Swiss chard's red Swiss chard. This one's a pink Swiss chard. I got the 5-color silver beet Swiss chard packet, seed packet, but this one's looking real good. It's not as big as this one. As you can see, they get like a weird stump. Before they even get leaves, they have this weird little stump. It's a humongous taproot. I'm wondering if you can eat that, because this one's got one too, because when I pull them up at the end of the year, if I do, I might overwinter them, maybe if I have room, because I have to take down the grow room and put up a new one in the I don't know, in the spare bedroom or in the living room upstairs, because we have a living room downstairs and a living room upstairs. Pretty much just have a TV in it upstairs, so we're just gonna maybe put one in there, because my dad doesn't want me having it in my closet anymore. But yeah, you can see more weeds in here. This is rhubarb. It's in a pot. It's pretty small, but this is the good rhubarb. It's sweet. I got my rose, which is looking a lot better. My overwintered bell pepper. As you can see, I just took these. These fell off. My Poblano. I think I might have said that was mucho nacho, but that's Poblano. I was sticking it up, and these two fell off, so I just stuck them in here, see if they'd root. Probably not, but it's worth it. This one I've had to pull two peppers off. This is my red night bell pepper. So you can see they're just turning straight to black. I don't know why that is. But I've got 3 peppers on here. 1, 2, and 3. I did have about 10 before I left. I don't know why. They all fell off, but one of them was rotten on the outside. I already picked 2 off. One of them was a little baby. It was starting to shrivel up. Kind of pulled it off just so the rest of the plant could stay alive, but it's sending out new flowers and everything. And I need it to just put out vegetative growth, because I'm going to try and keep this one alive as long as possible. And I'm not really going to prune it when I take it inside. I'm not going to prune it very much, because I'm definitely going to overwinter this one no matter what. But I'm not going to prune it at all when it's inside, because I was pruning it, and it didn't send out any vegetative growth. No new leaves, nothing. But yeah, it's pretty nice. And then I'll go over here, and I'll make another video of my garden. But, oh, here's my hens and chicks, or chicks and hens. I always called them chicks and hens, but apparently they're called hens and chicks. So you can see they're doing really nice. I overwintered these in a hoop house that I used to have over there in front of that plum tree. There used to be a strawberry bed right there, if you guys remember. And I had a raised bed, or 2 hoop houses in there with a raised bed underneath them. So those got took down, and they're put over in my garden over there. So you can see them right there. Those 2 are over there. They're just sitting there. There's nothing in them. But this was overwintered in there. I only watered it twice, and it did freeze, but it stayed alive, and it's doing really nice. So you can see this one's supposed to be purple. There's that little baby that I sent off. This one's supposed to be purple. Or maybe it's this one that's supposed to be purple. I don't know. One of these is supposed to be purple, but if you put them in the sunlight, they don't turn purple. Or they lose their purple color. And they turn green, so you gotta have them in the shade. Mine's in the sun. I don't really care. I just like the way they look. And this one is really good. This one, before these rooted in here, right before I left, those will actually, if I had the soil to the top, they'd droop over the side, and they'd look really nice there. Again, more of my mom's flowers. She got those plastic wine barrels, half wine barrels. Flowers all along the top of the porch that my mom has. Here is my avocado tree. As you can see, still growing. Nice new growth in there. And I noticed that the leaves are a different color when they're small, and then they turn a nice green, papery color. These are a weird leaf, though. You can see the leaves on here. They look different on the camera, and they feel a lot different to normal leaves. But this is doing good. Stem hasn't started to bark up yet. I'm not expecting it to this year, really. I'm just wanting to see what this is doing. It'll probably be a house plant, because it takes, 6 to 8 years to get fruit. If it does produce fruit, 50-50 chance it won't produce fruit. So that's that. Here's my Meyer lemon. I do not think this is an improved Meyer lemon, but this is a Meyer lemon tree. That just fell off. As you can see, the only new growth that I got since I bought it was from here up, I got these few leaves, and then from here up, I got these new leaves. Now it just won't do anything. I'm thinking that that's a growth point right there. You guys can see that. I'm kind of seeing the shadow, but can't really zoom it in. Right there, that one kind of dried up. I don't know why. This thing is getting plenty of water. But I see one growth point right there. Hopefully it starts doing good. I'm going to transplant it into a bigger pot. My poinsettia is doing great. You can see the roots. The roots really stocked up. They're looking pretty good. Yeah. I like to leave these roots exposed on the top because this is going to be a house plant for as long as it stays alive, and they get woody, and they will stay alive. Turn this spot around. See, these ones are kind of buried, but as you can see, they thickened up a lot. It's getting woody all up the trunk, and it's got a bunch of new leaves on it. I don't know what this is, but those leaves will probably just get pulled off before it goes inside this year. But then what I also forgot to show you guys was my baby rose plant that I'm going to be planting out next year on the other side of the railing, because I have roses over there. These are wild spreading roses, but that's what that is too. It's a bigger one. But I forgot to show you the goji berries. Goji berries I'm going to be transplanting out of this milk jug into one of those big green pots. You can see a lot bigger than a milk jug. A lot bigger. And then I don't know if I'll be staking it up, because I just took the stakes off it today, just right before I did this video, probably it's been already 11 minutes, probably 15 minutes ago. But as you can see, I braided all these together so they'd have support. And they're sending out new shoots. These two right here. This right here is a new shoot from the month that I was gone. It came out from this stem right here, and I don't want to pull it off because it's just that big. Or is that one of the braided ones? Nope, see, that's a new shoot that just came off that one. But there's 3 of them braided together right here. And I wanted to show you is, see, it holds itself up now. It's not falling over. It sent up 3 new shoots. 1, 2, 3 out of the ground. They're right up at the same base, but they're on the ground. And these started to merge together. If you can see, it's kind of like grafting. They all just grafted right together. There's still open spots in between them. So you can see, like right there. But they did graft together, and it's like one plant now, and it'll be a big huge bush, and it's going to be strong. But after I came back, I topped them off again. I just took and I pinched off the top of them. As you can see, when I put it in the new pot, I'm still going to stake it up again, but it's probably not going to need it next year. I'm going to bury it a little bit higher because it looks like some of the water, or some of the soil got eroded away by the water. But I'm just going on here and I'm pulling all the leaves and everything off this stalk right here, because that's what I did before I left. And I sent up this thing, which I don't really want, but I'm not going to pull it because it's right about the same level as these ones that got sent out. But this is going to be just the trunk of it, no leaves on it, and hopefully it'll get nice and big, and I'm going to overwinter it until it gets really nice and big, probably 2 or 3 years, and then I'm going to try it outside. Of course, I'm going to keep one of these little shoots inside in case this fails, and then I still have goji berries because I did buy these. But that's what I'm doing. I don't want to make my videos too long, so I will do an extra video of my garden right over there, so you can see it. It's my garden. And remember, these had weeds in them, and they were just getting watered. That's all my mom did to them. She didn't prune them, do nothing. That's why they weren't doing good. But please comment, rate, subscribe, and keep on growing.